Welcome back to Boujee Bravo Bitches, where we talk all that Bravo tea from basic to bougie. We're your hosts. I'm Jenna.
I'm Darcy.
And I'm Amanda. Let's get into it, bitch.
Clankity clink, bitches.
Locked up, they won't let me out.
Not looking good.
For another year.
Behind bars, kids.
Trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty.
They caught her.
4 times, apparently.
That's crazy. I really wonder how many she did get.
It says 4. I've seen multiple sources.
Oh, you've seen 4 of it. Okay. I've only
if
read
you're
like...
living under a rock, we're talking about Karen, the Grand DUI Dom Hubert.
Grand Dom down.
The Grand DUI Dom.
Oh my God. Do you think Ray's going to move to Florida?
Yes, I hope he does. So
I hope he does too.
And she got 2 years in jail, not prison. It's not a federal case. She got 2 years in jail, 1 year suspended, which basically means she's going to, I've been reading she's not even going to serve a full year probably. But they
I
did
think like 5 to 6 months. Yeah, 5 to 6 months.
They did give her like double what the minimum was. So, and they were not playing around. There was someone live tweeting from the courtroom and like, she didn't own it, first of all. She's like, I won't mix meds and alcohol again. I'm like, okay, Erica. Right. And yeah. But the sad thing, talk about the sad thing. I can't even say it. It chokes me up. Poor little Ray.
Yeah. The fact that her plea deal was for 60 days and she turned that down because of her absolute arrogance and ended up with a year.
Yeah.
And 5 years probation, bro.
Good.
Yeah.
Like, fucking good. You've done this 4 times and you treated, like, all of this like a reunion. Like, you could just, like, schmutz your way through and everybody would play into your delusion.
I feel like when you get 4 DUIs, you probably have an alcohol problem. And I mean, you do have an alcohol problem.
I'm going to say after 2 is when, like...
If you get more than 1, we have to look at that. Definitely.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
1 is like, whoops, I fucked up. But honestly, like, this is the day of Uber. Like,
I know. In this day and age, it's like, come on, you guys. Like, not anymore. It's not...
your daily reminder to update your Uber app and make sure your form of payment is current. Losers.
We just had the worst Uber ride back from the airport, by the way. I would like to say that.
Is it better than a DUI?
Yeah, but yeah.
You had to think about that.
I mean, it was a rough ride. So, you know.
Oh, God. Danielle Oliveira's in our DMs. Sorry, I was just...
Oh, my God. I can't with her. Stop.
We'll get there. Okay, so we've talked about this many times. Gary King from Below Deck Sailing was being sued for sexual harassment, blah, blah, blah. It just kind of went away and they aired the season. Well, I guess it didn't go away because now those crew members are suing Gary Bravo and NBC Universal. So,
it's one crew member, right? It's just...
No, it's multiple.
I think
2?
At least 2.
Mm-hmm.
What?
They're not like crew members like yacht
on the show.
They're like
part of like the production crew. Like I think one was a makeup artist. Like they're like the people that do.
So I read the one was like what the heck was she? I don't even know what she was, but she went to his room. It was like they were trying to keep him separate for COVID protocol. And he like answered the door in his underwear and like accosted her, wouldn't let her leave.
That's disgusting.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, listen, after this past season, there was no way he was going to be invited back to anything anyways, because he didn't really like come. It wasn't, I mean, I know all this happened after that season film, but like he was the same person and it's not looking good. But yeah, guess we'll see. I guess it did not go away.
No, it didn't. It certainly didn't.
No, and people were still really mad that he was like, that he wasn't heavily edited out. People were pissed about it. So I'm kind of not surprised that it came back.
Mm-hmm.
Or that he was like getting any kind of even like positive press from the show, because there were some moments, right?
Yeah.
Where he like was like, oh, I'm not going to drink today.
Right now.
But anyways, you guys, Madison and Brett are having a girl.
I saw that. So cute. Love that for them. They have a boy, now they'll have a little girl.
This is so crazy, like all these Bravo people getting pregnant, but I'm kind of like, we are the Bravo era, so like we are growing up with these people, like we are the same age as a lot of people. Not housewives, they're a little bit older than us, but like, well, some of them. But like the Summer House, like Southern Charm, like those type of casts, like that's our era of people. Look at us growing
up.
There was also some chatter that Austin might be engaged to Audrey.
He shut it down the next
Did he?
day.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
what did he say?
Posted a video of like him and Audrey and like another couple at like a dinner table, and he was like, "Oh, Audrey, let me see your ring." And she gave it back to the woman who it actually belonged to. So they were trolling.
Makes sense, I guess. Also,
he
like,
needed some press.
I feel like knowing him, because he's such a fucking petty little Muppet. Like, he was doing that to like upset Craig somehow. Like, look at you're looking up, and I'm getting like engagement rumors started about me.
He thinks he's so cool. He has a girlfriend. Like, he thinks he's so. I can't stand Austin. Ugh.
Girlfriends are so 2024, Austin. Did you guys see Portia's? It's not her ex-husband, it's her estranged husband, because he's like been MIA and won't like think participate in the divorce process. But her estranged husband is currently being detained by ICE, and his citizenship was denied.
Wow. I did see that. That was the Simon the hot dog guy?
No.
Okay.
No, the guy she's married to.
That's what I meant.
Quadbanya or whatever. I don't know his first name.
I don't even.
His first name. Remember, he was married to someone else that was on the show.
I thought that was Simon the hot dog guy.
No.
Okay.
Simon's her baby daddy.
Okay.
No, Simon's not the hot dog guy. It's Simon is her husband. The hot dog guy is not Simon. What's his name? Now I gotta go look.
Wait, so her husband is Simon, right?
Her husband is Simon.
Okay, but he's not the hot dog guy? Her estranged, but he's not the hot dog guy?
Dennis is the hot dog guy. Dennis is
the hot dog guy. Okay. So I knew she was married to Simon.
She's married to Simon, who is Fallon's ex-husband.
Yes.
That they literally were filming together. Like, she was friends with her on the show.
And they had that huge wedding. Okay, that seems like so long ago.
They have been married for a little bit. I mean, nobody's surprised that it didn't work out, I don't think.
Like, yeah, I'm not either.
Sorry, I know you love age gap romance, but like, it usually doesn't. The next Beverly Hill breakup is definitely Crystal and Rob. He's going to trade her in for a younger model any day now.
Okay.
She was on Watch What Happens Live. She's just she's so nasty. I don't know. I just dislike her. And her and Cynthia have a podcast. Like, that's going to be the most boring podcast.
Oh, the most boring podcast.
It's called like Humble Brag or something like that.
Yeah.
Who is listening to these? Like, that's always my question. Like, who's listening to the Bravo Celebrity podcasts?
I don't know, guys.
Not me. I gotta be honest.
No, I've tried to listen to a couple, and they're like not great.
No.
Anywho, and I'm not listening to Giggly Squad. Tell you that much.
No, I've honestly.
They have like their own fan base though that don't even like watch.
It ain't Bravo. Me. It ain't me. Frankie Jr. got engaged, guys. Frankie Catania Jr. is engaged, and many a women are crying into their panties right now.
Crying into their panties.
I didn't even know he was like dating that seriously, that he's engaged, but I mean, he's of the age, so now, okay, so Frank Sr. and Brittany pushed off their wedding because their wedding venue got like destroyed during a hurricane down here. It was like down on the west coast of Florida, I think. Mm-hmm. So like they still haven't gotten married. And on Watch What Happens Live, Andy said that Pauly finally got divorced. So like, are they all going to get married in a triple wedding?
Triple wedding?
A giant group event, wedding?
Film it all. Make it a special.
Okay, you know what? I would watch the Catanias a spin-off.
100%.
I would watch.
Oh, I absolutely would.
Yeah.
I absolutely would. It could be like, you guys know the show 4 Weddings on TLC?
Yeah.
Where like you go and then you judge all of their weddings. They should do a show like that.
Sounds like a dream.
Right? That would be an amazing idea.
The Catanias are getting married. I can hear it. Dolo was on Watch What Happens Live with Carl last night. Okay. Look, I guess we can get there, but did you guys watch it?
No.
Did you see Lindsay's post? I reposted.
I did.
I did.
And I read the context. I saw the clips too.
I wanted to know what she was talking about, but it's not Carl that I don't think was mad at. I think it was Dolores who felt bad for Carl. Why do we feel bad for Carl? Like, this guy broke up with me, blah, blah, blah. Like, and it was the only thing, like, even mentioning, like, feeling bad for Carl was Dolo saying, I feel bad for both of you, but I really feel bad for you, Carl, because she's, like, clearly, like, moved on. So, like, that's
broke up with her. What is she supposed to do? Do you guys feel bad for Carl?
No.
Okay.
I feel bad that, like, that they both have to, like, be in that situation to just, like, earn their paycheck because this is their work.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
Where you eat. So I do feel bad for both of them because, like, she can say till the cows come home she's moved on. There's no way she's moved on from that situation. She's still resentful at fucking the first boyfriend's name? Morris? I don't know. What was
Everett? No,
Everett.
and even okay, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Sandwich resentments, like she's holding resentments for everyone. So I know she still has feelings about it, and she's pregnant. So, like, that's not. I don't feel good about that either. That's a lot of stress undue, you know. But we'll get there. Anyways, Teresa, Dolo, and Shannon are doing press for their upcoming cruise. You guys haven't booked your tickets.
Who is going?
Oh,
Who is going?
I need to look into tickets on this. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow.
On the ground. Like, I want somebody to live stream their entire day. Like, what are you doing?
I want to know because I want to know if they're really, like, that involved, or if it's like you do, like, one meet and greet. Maybe you do one excursion with them and, like, call it a day.
Yeah.
Kind of feel like that's it, but who knows? I've never seen such a thing. Like, I don't know.
A lot of bands do it. Like, they'll do.
I was gonna say, like,
cruise. Yeah.
Rock cruise.
Oh God.
It sails out of here all the time. I'm like, who is so invested in Kid Rock?
My neighbor down the street has a Kid Rock flag.
I don't even know one Kid Rock song except the Sheryl Crow one. Been waiting on you for a long time. Rachel Fuda had her baby. Congrats to her. Don't really care for her though, so moving on. Unless you have anything to say about it.
No, her and Snooki have the same son's name. That's all I wanted to say.
Because it's very Jersey. It's a very Jersey name, Lorenzo Antonio. I remember when I was pregnant, how many people would try to guess names, and they'd be like, Lorenzo, Giovanni. I'm like, do I have a poof and am I living in Jersey? That's not going to be my son's name.
I think my guess was Giuseppe.
Mine was Santino.
Okay, Giuseppe makes sense. It's my husband's name. Santino actually was a name that we thought about.
I know, you told me it was. That's why I thought you'd like that name.
My nephew's name is Sonny, and that's what we would have
That's
called.
what I thought too.
My nephew's name is Emerson, but we call him Sonny. So I'm like, we can't have two Sonnys. That's a little weird. But it was a name. But I told everyone it was biblical. Book of Romans, Romeo. Get it? Anyways. Lorenzo. Okay, so Darcy and I are watching The White Lotus. I didn't watch this week's episode yet, though, so hush. But have you seen all this stuff coming out, how it's modeled after Southern Charm? Or the family Southern Charm. And then after they said that, and I saw Cameron's post, you cannot unsee the dad being Thomas Ravenel.
100%.
Is Thomas Ravenel.
Okay, I'm gonna have to start at season 1 and watch it then.
You don't have to.
No.
Like, minimally related. You really don't need to watch it.
Okay, so I'll just start watching season 3 then.
Yeah. They're all they're in different locations. There are, like, I mean, as of right now in the first episode, there's only one person that, like, crossed over into the episode, and you don't really need to know that. She was, like, not a main character in the first episode.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna start watching then.
It's good. It's really good.
Yeah. Okay. It's good. Keeps you on your toes. Anyways, so once we get further into the season, I really do want to have a, like, who's who Southern Charm. I mean, I feel like the older brother is just such a weird, gross comeback. He's, like, giving me Whitney vibes, I'll be honest. Yeah.
I think the sister very much reminds me of Cameron.
Okay. I can see that. She was giving me Landon. I won't lie to you.
Oh.
But not the dolphin laugh. We'll get there. This is also not Bravo related, but I just feel like we need to say it that everyone in Mom Talk is pregnant. That's, like, the new thing.
Yes.
They're all pregnant.
Pregnancy pact.
Pregnant. Jennifer Affleck is pregnant. What's the other one with the skin disorder? What's her name?
Michaela.
She's pregnant. Jesse, Jessie, is not pregnant, but she keeps posting with them like these weird TikToks where she's like, I'm not pregnant, but I just had a big lunch. But like I don't know, they're doing some like clip.
They're all weird. Like I think it's Michaela, like is always posting like, they left me out. I'm leaving mom talk.
Yeah. So annoying. Anyways. Amanda, Kroy is filed for divorce for the third time.
Again, for the third time. I know. I saw that.
He moved to another county. He had to
refile. Yeah. I don't know how that all works, honestly. He might have just had to like refile in a different county. So I don't know. We'll see.
Will they ever
They're out of the house.
Get divorced?
Will they?
They can't afford it. They cannot afford it. What do you say, Amanda? Cheaper to keep her.
That is the saying. That is the saying.
Is that what they say?
That
sure
is
is.
definitely what they say. I say that to some of my clients who are like struggling with their divorces. I'm like, well, it is cheaper to keep her, so should think about that next time we get married. Let's talk Traitors, kids. The reunion is taping taped already today, and next week they're gonna air the reunion after they air the final episode. So it's done next week. I hate that.
I know.
How has it already been 10 weeks of Traitor? No, they dropped the first 3 episodes, so it's not 7 weeks of Traitors.
It's not long enough.
We had episode 9, and they murdered Sam. When I just was reading it, I'm like, who's Sam? I had to think about it because he's so fucking not relevant.
Honestly, I feel like the cast we've got left is like, they're all kind of bland.
At least,
like, if you're not going to talk about Britney Spears, fine. Could you at least tell us anything about you? I literally knew nothing about him, and I still know nothing about him.
He wears headbands. I know
that.
That's
true. That is true.
Great. Anyways, Carolyn and Danielle like continue to come for each other. These are terrible traitors. They're
so bad. Why would they not go and just kill faithfuls and like?
Right. I mean, eventually you're supposed to try to get everyone out because you don't want to split the prize pot.
The prize pot.
You got to let that be like the faithfuls leading that. Like you should not be leading the charge and getting out your fellow traitor. It's going to backfire, and it backfired because they banished Carolyn.
I was sad. I've enjoyed her a lot, but like that episode, like she very much did it to herself.
I'm not into the like, oh, I've always been the weird one. I'm terminally unique and everyone hates. Have you guys never heard that?
Terminally unique.
It's like definitely a substance abuse like field term that we use all the time.
God.
But it's like, I hate that. I'm like, the world is weird. Okay. You're not any fucking weirder.
Exactly.
Give me a break. No one listens to me.
Being normal is all relative. So
yeah,
I have to say about that.
For reals. But we do need to talk about Danielle and her bonnet.
Oh my God. Her Monopoly Man hat.
I never wanted to punch a hat off someone's head more than I wanted to punch it off the top of hers. It's so annoying. So annoying. She's the writhing and like crying on the ground.
I told you I would fight.
So I've seen this written, and Dolo alluded to it on Watch What Happens Live too, that basically she had like sworn on her grandchildren or her children or something like that she was not a traitor. And that's why people really believed her that she was, because they're like, Andy was like, looking back, how could you not see this woman was a traitor? And you'll see at the reunion why. She's like, I'll tell you what she told me at the reunion. And she said, people are just different. I couldn't say something like that and live with myself.
But also, grow up. If I say, I swear on everything, I mean it. Like, you're putting a lot of trust in that person that they're not lying. Yeah. Like, grow up. Everybody.
People lie. People are liars.
It's a show based on lying. So, I'm
say like my grandchildren. Like, that's grosses me out. I could say a lot of things and lie, but not about like, I don't know.
People have different lines.
Dolo and I are cut from the same cloth, as they say. So, anywho, so they could have, before all that happened, before they banished Carolyn, they could have recruited a new traitor, but they couldn't agree because Danielle desperately wanted Brittany to be a traitor. It doesn't make sense. It's still not making sense to me. I think it's going to blow up in her face this week. I hope it does. Kate and Poverty show up, and there's a giant chess tournament. And which the only notable thing is Sandoval nominating himself for every
single question.
Just not surprising.
I'm a leader. I think everyone thinks I'm the best.
I think they think I'm the most dangerous to the traitors.
It's so good. He was like, "Oh, it's definitely me. Oh, it's definitely me.
So funny.
It's me."
But
he's literally I think he's so good on this show. Like, he's just so good.
Yeah.
He's entertaining when he's not scheming.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he's just being like
existing.
Like, that's enough for me, really. After the banishment and everything, then Danielle recruits Brittany to be a traitor, which I just think is she had to at this point because they were down to 1, and that's the rules. But like, it's not a good move. I really hope Brittany.
It's so obvious.
I was trying to remember like who fucked who over on Big Brother. Was it
Brittany fucked Danielle over?
Yeah.
I hope she does it again, just because Danielle's fucking annoying.
Dumb. We'll find out next week. I can't wait to see the reunion. All I remember from the last reunion was how mad MJ still was.
Mm-hmm.
That was the killer season. Like, this is nothing like that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Do better next year. And stop voting off all the Bravo people, because that's why you guys are, like, losing people. Just being honest. All right, let's talk about Southern Charm. We are still in the Bahamas. I am still cringing from all of Shep's behaviors and text messages, and it's too much. But we do have one follower, and she said that she like worked for something with travel and like leisure, and she said that what she has heard is that Sienna actually was like their Bahamas host. Like, she went to the board of tourism, she's hosting them. That's why she says these weird things, and you'll kind of see it. I went back and looked after this woman told me this, because I was like, that's interesting. Like, I can see that. Like, Craig like thanked her at the dinner they were at. I'm like, why is he thanking her for dinner? Like, they're all at dinner. It didn't really make sense, but that kind of made sense. And so I feel like that tracks more than like she's into Shep. But she came out with her own like five reel like TikTok about.
I watched about 2 of them before. I just couldn't.
I just saw the one with the screenshot of like Whitney DMing her on Raya.
Yeah, I think I saw that one too.
Yeah, I mean, basically she's just saying no, that's not, none of this is true.
Yeah,
but I think that Shep is like making this like a way bigger I'm in love with her thing than, I don't think he really feels that way. I just feel like he's trying to get his like imagery stored after all.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Darcy kind of said that too. That was her theory.
That he's just trying to rehab, make himself a sympathetic character after being a drunken ass all over the place.
Just, like, not this pathetic.
No.
And, like, no offense, she's beautiful, but like there's nothing special about her.
It's those beautiful freckled lips. They'd have anybody falling all over themselves.
He is so cringy. Vanita, Whitney, and Ryan show up, but then we never see Whitney or Ryan. I wonder if we ever see them the entire rest of the trip.
Someone pointed out that Ryan doesn't even go to the reunion, which we saw today.
Yeah, I feel like he's kind of giving like almost like Rodrigo from last season. Like, Rodrigo was like barely involved. He's more involved this season, but like barely there.
Background
I feel
character.
like they try out cast members and they just don't work out. They just are like, whatever.
Yeah, he must not have had a good storyline.
Yeah.
Boring. I mean, another gay guy married to a gay guy. I mean, that's just like basic these days, you know? You gotta come up with something more than that. Madison and Craig go and have their little beach talk, and she wants the sisters back together, Austin and Craig.
The girls.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I feel like they just have an internal like competition, and it's never gonna stop. Like, they can pretend they're good friends, Austin and Craig, but
I think now that Craig broke up with Paige, that Paige dumped Craig, that they will get closer. I think Craig will need a friend.
But Austin's booed up.
Oh, Austin ain't booed up. Since fucking fake booed up, okay? The fuck out of here.
Did you guys see that Vanita was she on Nick Viall or something? She was on a podcast and she said that they asked her if Craig is like really not moved on or if he's milking it, and she said both. I said, good for fucking him.
Smart.
It's not a bad idea.
Okay, let's talk Southern Hospitality, but first, can we talk about the reunion looks that came out today? Because
Yes.
they're worse than last season, which I thought would be impossible, but last season's were terrible, and these are worse. I gotta pull them up because they're so bad. What is wrong with these people?
They I don't know. It's bad.
Lever.
Katie Maloney.
Not good, Lever. Not good. And, well, the hair and the dress. But then, like, the blue eye makeup or the green eye makeup.
Mhm.
It's not good. I mean, Mia looks pretty. Mia is gorgeous, though. Joe Bradley, it probably looks cute, but the way he's standing, it looks like it's oversized.
That is the worst fitting suit coat that I have ever seen in my entire life.
Something is wrong there. Brad looks cute.
Mm-hmm.
He has like a little pinstripe number. I think TJ looks cute too. Little shirtless number with a little diamond chain. Grace Lily looks pretty.
It is a nice dress.
Looks like a hookah. I don't know what else to say about it. He screams like I think it's like the fake blonde hair or something maybe, but she just screams like Pamela Anderson, Carmen Electra, like
very like 90s
porn.
Yeah.
Softcore Baywatch. I don't
porn
know.
Hair.
Yeah.
Could be like the black eyeliner too. It's super heavy.
Yeah. And the root job that needs to be done. Michael's looks cute. Okay. Maddi, I don't know what this is. It's like, it's Clueless. It's 90s. It's Blossom. It's like all the above. It's a feathered top and a mermaid sequin skirt and spiky shoes. And even the hair is terrible.
It's
what is
just very disjointed.
On the Kerastase Thermatique. Too much. Too much. Lake looks stunning. I didn't know who this was.
Yeah.
She looks good. She looks very good. Emmy looks like she bought this for a wedding she thought she'd be having with Will in the last year or two.
Yeah.
Maybe she's trying to like keep nudging him, like, look at me in this white dress.
Yeah. She also looks unwell. Like her arms look like toothpicks.
Mm-hmm.
And Austin looks cute. He's not really giving me much this season, but
I don't like the mustache. I gotta say it.
he just looks like a nicer version of.
I'm not a big fan of a mustache either.
It's like a hipster mustache, and I think that's what like gives me pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Well, let's get into the episode. So the main takeaways are that Joe is like gonna push Maddi away. I feel like he wants it to work so bad because like the idea of like them finally being together, but like it's just probably not good timing and it's probably not gonna work.
It's a little overbearing.
Mm-hmm.
And by a little, I mean a lot. You planned a fake wedding commitment ceremony and then are upset that she didn't stay in on your wedding night.
I know.
Your children.
It's really odd. It's like giving like promise ring, which is childish.
He's like a little bit older, so she's young though. I don't know. It's too much. Okay, let's talk about Emmy going out with her sister because the sister's faces were telling me everything I need to know about how
Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, it was so funny. The sister, when she said to her, like, when you're older, you'll understand. And the sister was like, like, you're I was dying. But, you know, same old shit. She's here.
I'm happy.
Everything is so good. I don't understand. Why are people
We're best friends.
Say everything. I can't do that. I can't do it. I know, Romeo. I'm crazy, huh? I'm crazy. Crazy mama. And then they have the hot dog party.
Over it. Don't like it. I think it's so stupid.
Did you guys see Rod was there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of like missed him a little, but I don't know what he wasn't serving a real place on the show because he's not really friends with anyone. I think that's why they got rid of him.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know. There was not really much more to it than that.
Is next week the finale?
I think so because the Watch What Happens Live airs right after it.
Okay.
And that's the reunion.
Yeah, that means we have 5 shows to watch next week because we have Traitors reunion, Soho reunion, and Southern Charm. That's 5 shows next Thursday.
And those are just the Bravo shows.
You better call in sick on Friday.
I know.
No, I think Grey's Anatomy comes back because season 456 starts this week, I think.
We watched The Pit on Thursdays, too.
I don't know what that is. Is that a
HBO
thriller?
Kind of.
Do you guys watch Grey's Anatomy?
No.
I do. Yeah, I still watch it. Guys, once I ride for a show, I don't get off the wheel.
You are very
I'm
committed.
still watching Love and Hip Hop all cities because I just think it's hysterical watching like young jock like find love and get married. Oh my god. All right, let's talk about Potomac reunion. It was a part 2, which means there is a part 3. So that'll be over next week. So Mia like lashed out and like ran off stage, and we start with like Andy trying to like console her, but like nothing about it seemed genuine. It just felt like just get back on this fucking stage because I want to go home today.
Like,
yeah,
I think you're in a shame spiral, and that's a bad place to be.
That's never good. We learned that Kay moved out and got her own place. And
did they build the house together? I hope she got paid if she put money into that house.
No, I think she moved into his house.
Okay.
And she says whatever, it's fine. It's like an investment, but she's like, unless he puts a ring on it, she's not going back. That man ain't proposing to you. Sorry, it's not happening.
Not as long as she's affiliated with the show.
Exactly.
I need to talk about something I have a little, like, just a little bugaboo about.
Okay.
Why does Wendy, when anyone comes for her, she will fucking go through the Encyclopedia Britannica of events that have occurred, and she will call back something from, like, 2004 that upset her? Like, why are we flashing back to 2021? It's too much for
She's
me.
in the
If we have, like,
archives.
4 years, like, get out of it. Get out of the archives. I can't deal. It's too much. I made fun of the guy you're dating now because you participated loosely in a rumor about my husband 4 years ago. Get a life. Make it make sense. It's too much.
She's a petty bitch. She's a grudge holder.
She's definitely a petty bitch. It's just like, you know, I'm not a Wendy fan. I think that's pretty obvious. Professor. But I was fine with her this season because she was being a little more light and fun. When you do shit like that, you've lost me again, Wendy.
Yeah, okay. I get that. I get that. Because she didn't annoy me that much this season, I'll say. No,
because she was a team player this season. She wasn't getting her like panties in a bunch over everything like she usually does. She's just highly offended. I don't like people that are highly offended by everything.
Same.
Too much.
I don't get offended by anything. I'm like, I literally don't care what you think of me.
Yeah. We learned that TJ and Stacey broke up, but I don't think they were ever together. So
I don't think they were together. I really think she was paying him. So.
I don't think she paid him. Who would pay for that? Who would? No. If you're gonna,
exposure was enough.
If you are gonna rent a man, you're not renting TJ.
No. If we see him on some like commercial for some kind of like STD medication soon, we'll know that he made it. You know?
Oh my god!
Probably like tweaking and fine tuning his Cameo page as we speak.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy Jenna a Cameo for her birthday from TJ.
Ask him to wear the mesh shirt.
Please buy me a better one. If you're gonna buy me a Cameo for my birthday. We also learn that Andy texted Wendy about that Michelin Man suit she wore and shaded her. I just think this is hysterical. Andy was funny. Andy definitely he came in prepared. When Mia was crying and he goes, "But ink is permanent." I literally fell over.
You know, they needed a good reunion because the season was overall a snooze.
He did say that the reunion was one of the best reunions, but I just thought he was just saying that.
I've enjoyed part 1 and part 2 of the reunion more than I've enjoyed the entire season.
The show.
Yeah. Why was Jacqueline there? What purpose was she serving? Just to tell us she's pregnant with someone else?
Yeah.
Great.
Is it Pee-Pee's baby?
No.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not. So now you got to have a PPP. I don't know what that means, but you have personal. What does it stand for again? Something parenting?
Who cares?
Something parenting.
Something. Maybe his name starts with a P?
I don't know.
Partner parenting.
Not relevant. She came out in her fucking off the rack David's Bridal shotgun wedding section dress. It was too much for me. But we end with Eddie FaceTiming TJ to say, like, why aren't you here? And TJ was like, I'm not going to be on that fake show with all those fake people. And then they cut, and he says something else, and we're going to find out next week what he says.
It better be good, because you know the whole third part is going to be just about that. So this better not be some dumb shit.
It's probably not going to be good, but whatever. Anyways, let's talk Married to Med, which was much better.
Chaotic.
So chaotic. So we were on the sandbar. Everyone was fighting. That's how we left it. That's how we came back into it. We had an exorcist happening on T. I don't know what that was. The prayer circle happening around that woman was too much. It was like Phaedra was doing Reiki and
speaking in tongues and like.
It was a little scary for me, to be honest. It went a little too far.
I wasn't prepared for it. Yeah.
So Phaedra leaves the trip. She says that they're all mean girls. And you know what? They haven't been welcoming to her at all, because she's a housewife. She's not she has a law degree, but I don't know many lawyers that aren't doing like rails of cocaine off of after their desk after hours. So like it's not really the same as being a doctor. Saying. But so she leaves because they're mean to her, and I kind of agree. They weren't welcoming to her at all. They didn't want her to be a part of this group. And once
I don't think they want her on the show.
And I think mid-season into this is when she found out she was going to go back to Housewives, and then it was like, we're done.
Whatever.
Yeah. But she tried. Like, she shows up. She does, like, bringing Shaq. Like, that's bringing entertainment. That's the shit we want. You know, you bring her ex-husband. She lets you. Like, the thing that was kind of frustrating to me was, like, Heavenly and Simone being more concerned with how Apollo and Shireen were feeling. Like, these are not characters on this show. Why do we care how they feel?
I think they're just doing it out of spite, right?
Why do we care how the two married people feel about Phaedra moving on and dating someone just because you are friendly with him? T and Greg also leave the trip because of all the drama.
Yeah.
So this is where you guys haven't seen like the previous seasons besides last season, but like the argument where he's yelling at her and like he's the man and she's nothing, and he goes running up the stairs is like 100 arguments like that with Quad. They looked exactly like that. He would run up the same stairs, so it's not looking good.
Fucking Dr. Squeaks. Like,
I was cackling because after you said that, I listened to it and I'm like, oh my god, he really does.
When he gets upset, he goes up like 9 octaves.
It doesn't even sound real. I'm like, is it real?
Well, it's only episode 12, I think, so we're not by any means close to the end. This runs like Housewives runs. Like, it's a long season. So
have they started taking questions for the reunion? Okay.
No. So
why do you have any you want me to submit?
No, I'm just thanks for looking out.
So funny.
You know it.
Yeah, that one's going to be running for a while Atlanta's on, because Atlanta is coming back not this Sunday, but next Sunday. As soon as Potomac is over, Atlanta starts. So we're going to be still 2-show Sunday for a while. A while. Let's talk about Below Deck, Down Under. I'm getting to like that silly part of the night.
I love it.
You guys, I can't stand Serena. I can't do. She's so fucking annoying. Like, she really is.
I find her funny.
Jason fires the sous chef who was going to leave anyway, which is fine. And it was, sexy how he did it. And the second he leaves, all Zarita does is complain from there on forward about how hard it is to be a chef.
Can somebody come do dishes? Can somebody come do dishes?
It's not like 3 dishes. It's like the entire kitchen is insane. Yeah.
It's like she's not washed one dish herself.
No, not a single dish. I can't deal.
And then Captain Jason is so nice. He's like, don't worry about cooking lunch. This is fine. Like, we can get our own food. And she gets upset about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she's talking shit about him, and he catches her talking shit. And
Then she cries like a little bitch.
He's like, I'm just trying to make sure everyone has food because we go out drinking. I'm like, what? Like, none of this makes sense.
Everybody's adults. They'll
you
take
don't
care of
make-
They
themselves.
can get their own lunch, Serena. They can get their own lunch.
Right.
They're grown adults.
I'll
He's
tell you
telling
that.
to make a wrap.
When she had Johnny like rubbing her shoulders and she was like, now tell me I'm a strong, independent woman. And he's like, you are a strong, independent woman. I fucking lost it.
I thought that was funny too. That guy's gonna go crazy at some point too.
I hope he doesn't go crazy because I find him wildly
He's
entertaining.
the one on the preview that's going,
I know. I hope it's like
I am Greek Adonis. Don't talk to me.
I wish he didn't go crazy because he's so funny.
I'm ready for him to go crazy. We don't have quite enough crazy going on.
Okay.
Harry comes back, you guys.
Harry's
Harry
in
and this
love.
little girl, and Bree seems to really like him, which, like, she's like a supermodel. They're gonna have like giant giraffe children.
Beautiful, tall
bless
children. They're adorable.
Yeah.
I love it.
He owns an ice cream shop. It's just so cute.
Good for
So they go on a
Harry.
date. And then, okay, this other thing about Zarina is that she may not be as outwardly like Danny, sex, I need sex, give me all the sex. But she is like sex crazed nymphomaniac too. Like she's always after somebody, doesn't matter who it is. She loves a bosun.
Maybe it's like the rank that does it for her.
She loves Joao. And Joao was like her friend's ex-boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care. We don't care.
Yeah,
No
you
dick
know.
is off limits. None. So now,
But I like how the bosun immediately moved on
I
from
know.
Bree to two women.
wait, he said it. He said like, "You're lost. Bye." So he liked Bree, but Bree kissed Harry first. So he said, "Okay, see you later." Then he truth or dare kisses Zarina, which I think she takes to mean a lot more than it does. Which is,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and then he decides, well, I guess I'll go for what's her name, Marina now, and they go out for a drink and they kiss, and then someone tells Zarina, and she is pissed.
I liked that Marina asked him out, though. I thought that was very fun. Just like, let's go to a bar. Let's grab a drink.
How modern.
Ooh.
How modern. Couldn't be me. Would never be me. Nope. I'm traditional in my values. Okay, can we talk Beverly Hills? Because it was so good.
It was a doozy of an
It
episode.
was good.
It was so good. Okay, Jennifer Tilly. I know in the beginning of the season, I was like, what is she doing here? Like, why is she here? She's too rich. She's too quirky. Like, but I need it. And I also realized today, after listening to like Crystal say something like, I have money on Watch What Happens Live, I was like, oh, I get it now. Like, the reason these women are not actually friends is because they are not all in the same class of wealth. Like, some of them have real money. Some of them have friends with real money. Some of them don't have no money. So they're not like everyone that lives in Potomac who probably makes around the same, or everyone that like is on Roni, like probably is from a similar tax bracket except for like Jenna Lyons. You know, like these people are just not even in the same leagues as one another. And that's what this whole episode was about, classism. So
that was a beautiful, beautiful segue.
Thank you. I'm working on my transitions. So she throws a Caviar Caspia caftans party, and you know Kyle was fucking creaming her pants over this caftan party. She was like, I'm going to Kyle by Shahida in the Palm Desert area, and I'm going to get all the caftans for everybody, and I can't wait.
You know what pissed me off about Kyle is when she came in with her giant blue Birkin. Like, bitch, are you going to the office? You have your laptop in there? Like, I get it's a Hermes, but like,
I know.
No, absolutely
Could
not.
have just as easily worn like a little cult Gaia wooden.
Yeah,
It was not a size appropriate accessory.
It was
even
not.
Louis Vuitton makes
With her
mistakes.
caftan, like nothing about that says caftan. Like caftan is like Saint Tropez.
Loosey goosey.
Yeah. Anyways, I went to Kyle by Shahida website, which is still very much up and running. Those caftans are $400.
Oh, wow.
No, thank you.
I will get us some fabric at the Joanne going out of sale and fucking make us caftans.
Dorinda let Leah borrow this leopard print. I believe it was like YSL caftan, and I literally think about it all the time. I want one, and it was like $1,200 though. So
start saving.
Dorinda let Leah borrow it?
Dorinda let Leah when they were in.
Were
I
they
don't know where.
together?
Dorinda and Leah, yeah.
I thought she was clipped by then.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, because she was friends with Tinsley. You're right. It was like the one season overlap.
And it's like literally all I think about. I think about it way too often.
Well, send it to me because I want to see it.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Send it to me. Maybe we'll ship in and we'll buy it for your.
And it'll be like the sisterhood of the traveling
captain. The sisterhood of the traveling captain.
You guys, no, ma'am. You're not going to see me in a caftan. I'm 5 foot tall. Like, no, thank you. It's like I'm just going to be wearing a sheet, look like a fucking giant ghost. I'll look like Kim Kardashian when she was pregnant at the Met wearing that couch. That's what I'll look like in a caftan. No, ma'am. You couldn't see me. Too much fabric on this little bod. No. All right, let's get back to the episode. Okay, first, before we get there, one thing I need to bring up is, why does Kyle have this like life-size playhouse in her backyard when Portia's like 75 years old? Like, who's playing in that house? Why does the table need to be set? And why does it matter if the dog knocked over the food? Who's playing in there? Creepy. Anyways, we go to her therapy appointment and she cries. What else is new?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to break up with him, but I didn't want him to actually move on. Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
There you have it. You could have just stayed happily blissful in denial forever, but you couldn't do that. You couldn't just play the long game. Now you're sad. Do you think that they're staging these photos about each other? 100%. People have been saying that for years. Yeah, they definitely are. She is an actress through and through. Everything she does is an act. Everything is
yes, I agree. It's how they were taught by their mother. I think all three of them are like that.
Who she is.
Have you guys read Book of Hilton? House of Hilton?
I've read like a whole deep dive about all of it on Reddit. So like I'm well aware of how they grew up and everything.
I want to read it.
Yeah.
Then we go to Bose has the fertility doctor come over, which I kind of felt like it was an important message. I don't like put things like that on our Instagram because I'm not like, yay, fertility power. But I think it's an important message that like you can age and still have children.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, good for her. I hope it does work out for her. Okay, we just need to get into it. Fragile Legs is off her meds, and that was clear. She called Dorit Porreet in the interview, and I think it's gross. And this is what really bothers me: the people last week who were like so offended that Dorit would dare insinuate that like she has a drinking problem and call her a bitch in her own home, whatever, it's fine, are now like, Dorit deserved this too. I'm like, no, this was pretty gross. It was a lot grosser than what Dorit did. It's good TV. I don't want it to not happen.
100%. And Sutton is very much a person who likes and enjoys other people's struggles. Yeah. So like when she went to Dorit and was like, oh, I've been through it, I'll help you. She didn't mean that. Right. Because the moment she had a chance, she was like, fuck you, my wallet's big. And like,
just like when she said, I didn't get held up at gunpoint today. Sorry. Yeah. I had a busy day. I have a designer that can't get in from France.
She just, I don't know. She enjoyed, like, and on the after show, like, Sutton was, like, gleeful when they were talking about, like, the Mauricio photos. Like, she enjoys...
Misery loves company. Hurt people hurt people. I don't think Sutton is happy. I know they say like money can't buy happiness. I would be so happy, but I don't think Sutton is happy.
Did you just speak in cliches?
We need to look at like the mental health of it all too. I mean, it's apparent mental health conditions run in her family, and I feel like she has one, and she's not medicated properly. And I'm gonna say it: she has a drinking problem, and I believe that. I think a lot of the signs that she exhibit are very consistent with alcoholism. And as a professional, I'm giving my professional opinion.
I will heed your opinion.
I do think she has a drinking problem. I think that's why it's such a touchy subject. Mm-hmm. Not a myth. Your liver is a myth at this point. Sutton.
Yeah, because I feel like if you don't have a drinking problem and somebody is insinuating that you do, it's like, okay, like...
I think, though, it can stem from the background with her father. Like...
I agree. That's like a trigger for her.
Yeah.
You know what upsets me, though, is a lot of people are like, oh, well, this person's a bully and that person's a bully, and they're calling Dorit and Sutton bullies. I'm like, they're getting paid to do this.
Yeah.
They are not bullies,
No,
okay? They're not...
It's good TV, and I don't want it to not be happening.
Yeah, like Dorit calling her an alcoholic. Okay, Dorit, you're not getting bullied when she calls you poor. Is it gross? Yes, but like, okay.
I watched this to watch wealthy women be gross and mean to each other. Yeah. I'm not watching the Hallmark Network. I want them to fight.
What is like so weird about it though is like, how do you know what is in Dorit's bank account? Like, we all know what's in yours because you don't stop talking about it. Money talks, wealth whispers.
Exactly. So, speaking of that, did you guys see what Kyle said on the after show and what Crystal said too? Kyle was like, what did she say? She said something and she's like, and if we want to talk about wallets, maybe you should be quiet. And then Crystal said, well, she's not trying to argue with me about her wallet size or something wrong.
That's what she don't watch Reven's life. She said, well, I get along with her, but I have money.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm like, no, Rob has money.
On the after show.
What money do you have?
On the after show, too, Sutton was going on like, oh, well, I had to downsize my New York apartment and I had to make all of these accommodations to live the lifestyle I want to live. It's like, Dorit is in the middle of going through her separation, divorce, whatever it's going to be. Sutton is years out and is projecting what she's done onto little Dorito.
I just think it's so funny, the woman that like came in with like sisterhood.
Yeah.
We are all sisters for life.
Until you look at me wrong and then I will burn it the fuck down.
And what was her caftan? I'm sorry. Where did you get that? Talbot's? Is that a Talbot?
You know, that was vintage. That was expensive. That was vintage.
The one Sutton was
wearing. Sutton wore.
Well, it was hideous and it didn't look like a caftan to me. You know what?
But Dorit saying I didn't get the
mistakes.
Dorit saying I didn't get the caftan memo was hilarious.
I know, it's so funny. Oh boy. Well, I also appreciate in the end where Dorit was like, I can't go as low as her because I will eviscerate her and I need to see her eviscerate her. I need to see her eviscerate her. Please eviscerate her.
The reunion's going to be wild.
I hope she does.
It's going to keep going. So,
I mean, she called Camille a cunt.
When Dorit was like, oh, are you drinking water because of what I said last week? I almost died.
It's true. Yes, because she only had like 6 vodkas on the way here, like a real alcoholic would. A real alcoholic.
So I'm obviously Team Dorit. I've always liked Dorit. I know she's like a little quirky and a little annoying, but like I love her, so I'm Team Dorit all day.
I'm just here to watch the girls fight. Like I'm just here for the girls to fight.
Okay, I like that.
All right, let's talk about Summer House.
Jesse needs. He's out of control. Jesse is out of control.
You know what?
Some people are not happy about Jexie and Lexi, and I love watching it. I think it's so
happy
fun.
About them. What I'm not happy about is him love bombing the shit out of her and then being like, whoa, you want to be exclusive?
That. He's like, oh, how did I end up here?
Fuck you. You're
guys,
fucking guy.
That is the epitome.
Fucking guy. Fuck you.
That is the epitome of a New York City finance bro. Right there. That is the one.
Gaslighting love bomber. Disgusting.
How did I get here?
Right.
Huh. What gave her that idea?
Day one, you freak.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are that fucking guy. Motherfucker.
You are.
Her whole family, like her sister, her mother, give very much like back to like the 90s, like
they're beautiful.
Look. They're gorgeous, but like the heavy lip liner, the thin brow, like all of it. Very 90s.
Anywho, so they do they have the 4th of July party. Stupid. I'm over the themes. And a lot of people are over the theme parties, just so you know. It's not just me. Oh. And it was also July 7th by now. So like move on.
Yeah.
It was a fraud party.
Move on, America. It's over. And I literally didn't even realize Gabby was not in this entire episode. So when you say that Carl brings nothing, think again, bitch.
I did not realize that until you just said it.
Yeah.
Was she at the house? No, she left with Lindsay.
Yeah, because
she left with
the
Lindsay.
First 3 episodes have all been of the first weekend, basically.
Yeah.
Well, it went into the second weekend. But anywho. So then they do Kyle's DJ gig in the city. I can't even say it with a straight face. And Paige reveals that he like rage texted her a bunch of stuff about Hannah and Craig.
You guys, it's giving the 17-page email.
I know.
He likes to get it out in writing, you know?
Yeah.
It's therapeutic.
We're missing context. There's context missing. He didn't just text you out of nowhere. He didn't just text you because like whatever, a podcast occurred. Like there's context missing, and I don't think we're going to get it because people want to see like Paige go off. That's like their thing. So, and they want to see Kyle.
I don't know. I feel like he's a rage texter. I feel like he woke up,
he did.
He read some articles, and then he rage texted her.
I don't know.
But I have to agree, like, why can't he text Kyle or Hannah, or Craig or Hannah? He's such a bitch.
Well, he's not friends with Hannah.
But he has her number.
I mean, I think what we're going to hear is that he thinks he's friends with Paige. I mean, she said he was calling her about his wife. Like,
I've got an issue with that.
Yeah,
you
that's not okay.
Paint yourself as such
Don't ever tell my husband about me.
A girl's girl, and that you are all about women and uplifting them, but like your friend's husband is complaining to you about his wife, and you don't fucking tell her?
Yeah, that's wild.
She's not a girl's girl. Just because she has a few girlfriends doesn't make her a girl's girl.
I know that.
As soon as I get a number, I would be like immediately texting you, like, why is this man calling me?
Right. Who is, come get your man. Come get your man.
Like, get off my fucking phone, okay? Stop. Get off my fucking phone. Weirdo.
You'll never have a group chat. Get out of here. You'll never have what we have.
You won't. You're not invited to the party. The fucking get off my phone.
You can't sit with us.
Stop.
Stop. And also, I'm not showing up to that after something like that, but she did because she doesn't really care. It's like
she wanted to be on. She's
making it storyline. I mean, yeah, like obviously the check is more important than this stupid thing. Yes. But really, she's making a lot of money. I don't think she needs this check anymore, probably. I feel like this could be...
Speaking of money, when she said, I will buy Loverboy and then sell it, that was
bold
kind of
statement.
Funny.
It is bold because, like, I think she's making some money, but she doesn't have that kind of money. So, must be because she was going to get her boyfriend she was cheating on Craig with this whole time to buy it. Might be that. Imrul joins the cast.
What a character.
Crazed maniac.
Sex. I love sex.
Sex. I love sex.
At a play party.
You know what I think is really, really cool and sexy? Abstaining and going to bed at night with your clothes on fully.
Lexi is winning. Lexi is saying I'm not having sex without being in a committed relationship. That's what I want more of.
Yeah. Do you know what I like is just a little bit of mystery. I don't want to know that you were at a play party and you don't tie and tell. Not for me.
That you didn't come. Don't need to know that.
That's not for me.
Also, I didn't get that part where he said he didn't come. That was weird, number one. And number two, if you have to tell me that you're having so much sex, you're probably not having that much sex.
If you have to say it, it's probably not true. And it's across the board with fucking everything.
I'm into not having sex these days. I'm really feeling abstinence. Abstinence makes the heart grow fonder. Any more abstinence. My little fragile mind can't take anymore. Wild sex parties. Danielle visits, which I know everyone's probably like, oh. But I will say it was worth it only for her to say, is this a sponsored post about baby shower? Which was only trumped by Lindsay saying, I don't know how to do that, but if I could, I would.
I know. I'm like, get that bag, bitch.
It was good. I'm sure she's
would sponsor
in 10 seconds, though, Danielle.
I would sponsor so many posts. Come on, ask me to sponsor. All I have to do is post a picture on Instagram to get a fucking check. Yeah. Sign me up.
Lindsay Hubbard is the Lisa Rinna of our time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She really is. Sponsor me, baby. And basically, we end with Paige gearing up for a Kyle takedown. So it's about to go down.
Yeah, I think she's going to make him do a little huff off and go crying after about 3 minutes.
She huffs off. Romeo's huffing off too right now. She huffs off, but then she hears him talking about her, so she huffs right back. back when you do a huff off. You gotta be like Teresa and don't fucking follow me.
You've got to commit to it. Like, if you're gonna leave, you gotta leave.
Don't come back.
I'm not in debate. You guys know I love a huff off, but I love a huff off when they also come back for more.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
that's
So
what
you
I
like
love
the
about
secondary huff back.
Yes.
That's
like,
how I say it with my husband.
Is the secondary huff back?
Yeah, I'm like, and fucking leave me alone. And what do you fucking mean when you said that?
I'm big into coming back because you know what? I thought about it and now I got more to say.
Yeah, I like to fight.
You've got to let it
I can
marinate.
lie and say I want peace and harmony, but that's just not that fun.
Oh, there's no peace and harmony in my life.
Oh man,
opposite.
We are peaceful and harmonious.
I believe the two.
I believe that. I believe that.
Argument ever. You sick little lovebirds. You sick little lovebirds. Anything else, kitties?
No, ma'am.
But Wild Things, Denise Richards' Wild Things starts next Tuesday.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's fun.
Yep. So you have that to look forward to. It's a 2-show Tuesday again.
Top Chef will be starting though soon, which means we'll lose one show on one night. So we'll have like a break.
Yeah. I'm not a big Top Chef girly.
Top Chef gal.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, we'll have a break in our regularly scheduled programming.
Like spring break all over again. I don't have any fun plans this weekend.
No, I just got back. I'm going to try to relax.
We have a kid's birthday party to go to. So
cute.
Gotta buy some books.
Cute.
Cool. We don't really have many plans. Dinner, breakfast.
Love it.
Same. Grocery shop. That's fun.
Yeah, you know, that old stuff.
The usual.
My husband's on his way back, so I'm like, ugh, you're back now. Why did I miss you? Anywho, if you like what you heard here, follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast. Wait, did you answer us, Darcy? Oh, yeah, Britt.
Yeah.
Sorry. Follow us on Spotify, review the podcast. Follow us on our socials. We're on Instagram at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Threads at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on TikTok at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Twitter at Boujee Bravo Bees. We have a Facebook group, and we also have a YouTube channel.
That's it, bitch.